With a playoff spot and the Pacific Division already clinched for Phoenix, they return home looking for more. But standing in their way of another 3 points is Oakland Roots and Emra Clementa, who are trying to secure a playoff berth of their own against James Musa and Phoenix Rising, who has not missed a minute this year. Rising, Roots, next. Phoenix Rising back at home under the lights at Wild Horse Pass. They welcome in Oakland Roots on this Saturday night. Tonight's match is presented by APS. With Devin Kerr, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. An exciting match for Phoenix Rising back at home after clinching a playoff spot and the Pacific Division. As we look at those Pacific Division standings, Phoenix is at the top. That will not change. Oakland is in 5th. They are hoping that changes as they are looking for 3 points tonight to get into that top 4 and put more pressure on Los Dos in the push to the playoffs. But talking about Phoenix Rising, they clinched the Pacific Division, became official with their win over OC.
They removed all the noise around them, and this is going to come down to 2 things for Phoenix Rising down the stretch. Number 1, form. And what they were able to do against Orange County was give you a glimpse into the past. They reverted back to 2017, 2018, how direct they were with the play. They bypassed the midfield, long balls up over the top to find guys like Santi Moar and Darren Maddox, and was executed perfectly. The second thing is the race for the number 1 overall seed in the USL Championship. Advantage Phoenix Rising. They have an opportunity tonight to apply the pressure back on the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Rowdies on the road at Highmark. They've never won at Pittsburgh before. That's a great momentum swing for Phoenix Rising, but still a job to be done against a team in Oakland Roots that are streaking in their own right, and they're fighting for their playoff lives.
Yeah, and talking about the Roots, that first 13 games was not good. These last 14 have been very good.
Here's the biggest takeaway from that, Josh, is they've learned from all of their mistakes. It's a new franchise coming into the USL Championship, COVID-type season, and they stumbled out of the gate. But they've gotten everybody healthy, quality rotation, and depth. The movements that you see in this team coming out of the midfield, moving into the final third, this looks like a team that has been together for seasons on end, and their form has shown it. 8-3-3 in their last 14.
So a lot on the line tonight. Phoenix looking for that top spot. Oakland is trying to get into the top 4 lineups, and first kick next from Phoenix.
Health Network today. Equality Health. Caring is back.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
They say life's a journey. You can't always control where you go, but you can pick who you take with you. So instead of just a health insurance plan, why not choose a healthcare partner? Arizona Complete Health has marketplace Medicaid and Medicare options to protect your health at every stage of life. And maybe even a few important additions, too. Because life is unpredictable and surprising. It's good to know you'll be covered, wherever it takes you.
Back here at Wild Horse Pass, the South End, ready to go tonight. Tonight's match is presented by Equality Health, Phoenix Rising, and Oakland Roots. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They are brought to you by T-Mobile. And here it is for Rick Schatz.
Though they went a bit more direct against Orange County, would love to see Phoenix Rising gain more possession of the ball, play through the midfield. Tate Schmidt comes back from suspension onto the back line. No one else changed there. Andre Rawls, of course, is in goal. And the front six for Phoenix Rising that are really going to press against this back line, Jordan Farrell. But what you really want to see here is Solomon Asante. 10 games scoreless. That's the longest drought of his Phoenix Rising career. He does so much more, but they would love to see the stat sheet start to tick off a few more numbers.
And he is our Pacific Office Automation player to watch. On the other side for Oakland Roots and Jordan Farrell.
Not a tremendous amount of craziness here in the lineup, and what I say by that is the changes are pretty understandable. Akeem Ward's going to switch to the right. Takahashi comes in. Watch his pace coming off the back line, still remaining balanced when they move back front. Max Ornstill will slide in a side wall fall. The three of them, Hernandez, Fall, and Ornstill, have to gain control if they want to be successful within this, and Mumba joins the front. This three in the middle turns into 6, 4, 5. There is so much shifting on the inside. You got to be real careful if you're Phoenix Rising. Watch all the rotation for the Oakland Roots.
So that gets us set for first kick tonight. Tonight's referee is Matthew Corrigan. Phoenix Rising in all red. And it is Oakland Roots in those lighter tops. There is the whistle, and away we go from Wild Horse Pass. Phoenix Rising and Oakland Roots to close out this Saturday night. A dramatic midweek match for Oakland Roots. The 2-1 win over Sacramento Republic, a significant result for the playoff picture. Also, just beating a rival. Jordan Farrell was very pleased with how they were able to take down Sacramento Republic. Emra Clementa scoring the game winner. On the other side, Phoenix Rising, they've had a week off since that 1-0 win away at Orange County. Able to put that 3-0 loss to Los Dos behind them with that win at OC. So these two teams meet here tonight, and it should be an interesting one. We talked to both coaches, and we kind of said all three games were very different games in many different facets. Darren Maddox starts the attack for Phoenix. Go back to the initial 3-0 win for Phoenix. That was Oakland's first ever match. As King will take this on. It wasn't too far away. Sent Blanchette scrambling across the goal mouth. And a goal kick.
It's a real quick left to right for Phoenix Rising as Oakland Roots is trying to play out. Look at all the space. When you create this much separation, it's going to be real easy for someone like a Darnell King or Solomon Asante to just step right in and go after the goalkeeper. I would say that if there is one issue you want to keep an eye on for the midfield of Oakland Roots, it is pace. Max Ornstill, Volfalt, and Jose Hernandez, they don't possess a tremendous amount of it. What they do have, though, is made up for tactfully on the skill side. I mentioned the rotation, a lot of real individual ingenuity, but the relationships that they've created over this 14-game stretch. Remember, 8-3-3 in their last 14 matches. Not a bad record. And the ability to combine, stepping out of the middle, double pivots, single pivots, going flat. Lino Mafeka, dropping down into the midfield.
Looks like Volfall there was caught by Kevin Lambert. The captain back to his feet. Let's look at tonight's injury report brought to you by Spooner Physical Therapy. Zach Lubin remains out for Phoenix. No injuries reported tonight for Oakland Roots. Although no Quincy Amarikwan, no Brian Brown. Tias Fasore starts on the bench, as well as Jeremy Bokila. So where will those goals come from tonight for Oakland Roots?
I would actually argue that the most interesting change for Oakland Roots is on the back line, and Memo Diaz coming off the bench. This team has a lot of games, as do many other teams in the USL Championship to manage, but it has been Memo Diaz, Kai Green, and Emra Clementa in the left back spot is where you've seen rotation. And instead of having to decide between Takahashi and Akeem Ward, you can get into the differentiation between the two later in the match. He combines them. Give the attack-minded Memo Diaz a bit of a break. Slide Akeem Ward over. And Takahashi slots in at left back.
Dangerous ball there as Solomon Asante was in hot pursuit. Ward slips this in, all the way to the end line now, and Rawls will make the catch.
That'll be a fun matchup tonight. Johnny Rodriguez on the right flank, paired up against Tate Schmidt. Speed is something that Tate Schmidt never struggles with, and Johnny Rodriguez has plenty of it. Given the fact that they do move him all over this attacking front for Oakland Roots. They've played him in the 9 last time out in their 2-1 victory against Sacramento Republic. He was lined up on that far left side. So he's got an understanding of this attacking side of the field of how to address certain areas, whether it be in tight-knit spots or in open space. And if you're someone like Tate Schmidt, you got to be real careful because he'll pinch to the inside, try and find combination play through Hernandez and Valfall, and then the next thing you know, he's springing down into the channel.
Now it's Moar. Behind and too far for Aiden Quinn. Rick Johnson, talking with him this week, going back to that OC game, kind of related it to that 1-0 win over San Diego earlier this year, saying it was a bit more of a defensive effort, and that's kind of how they had to play in that match. They, as you mentioned, they went direct when they needed to. That's how they scored the goal. But he said that is a game where it gives the team confidence that they can go forward into the playoffs and get wins when they need to, even if they're not playing maybe the style they want to play.
I think that's the biggest takeaway, right? It's, I alluded at the beginning, Josh, that okay, we saw a different vision from Phoenix Rising, right? And how they bypassed the midfield. It was direct. It was maybe not necessarily the prettiest football you've seen out of this organization, but what is pretty? Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
And if it gets the job done, what does it matter? And this team has struggled over the course of the year of taking what has been given to them, almost trying to play to a fault at times. So when a team steps up and says defensively, we're going to play a higher line, we're not necessarily going to press you for a full 90 minutes, and not even intermittently. There were a couple moments, but for the most part, they allowed the back line to play. And you've got talented guys like James Musa who can knock that 30, 40, 50-yard ball. If you stand there for a second, send your outside backs, go back over the top, hit a diagonal, why not? If a team's willing to give you that, step into it, embrace the moment, and be the best that you can be within that situation. Remember, coming in, Rick Schantz talked to us at length about Aiden Quinn and how he didn't need him to be one of the best number 8s within the league. He needed him to be the best number 8 within this system. Phoenix Rising need to take some of their own medicine after that Orange County win, because that's exactly what they did. They didn't have to be pretty, knock the ball 500 times in a game. They went direct, and they got the result.
You go back to that first game between these two. That's how Musa assisted Moar. As that long ball over the top. Darnell King, Solomon Asante, this bounces in. Oakland will slow things down. Kai Green, misplaced pass. This is when Phoenix is at their best, right off the 1 and the 4 on the back of Aiden Quinn. Moar, I think he wanted that to run through for him.
And Quinn just couldn't get out of the way. He was trying to cut back to the inside and just get out of harm's way so that Santi Moar could work his magic.
Moar. Schmidt there on the overlap as Ward took it away. Ward tried to play that in behind. A run through for Andre Rawls. Moar right through the legs of Ward. Out wide for Maddox, cuts it back. Moar, it slices to Asante. It's off the back of the defender, and now it's King. Bit of a height discrepancy there between Asante and Valfal, but a free kick for Phoenix.
Santi Moar, really surprised that he doesn't get this on frame, because this is a heck of a move on his own. And then watch the little 1-2 back and forth he's got going on. Down into the corner. The Jamaican finds the Spaniard, who finds the Ghanaian inadvertently. Don't think there's a shout there for a handball. Pretty build up though.
It's Aiden Quinn to serve this in. Maddox is there, and Maddox puts it in. Phoenix scores first. A great start for Phoenix Rising, and again, it's Aiden Quinn on the set piece.
Chasing down that 40-30 club. Aiden Quinn, 38 regular season assists. But you have to say, this has got to be better on the back line for Oakland Roots. Can't let a ball drop into the path of their streaking striker. Splits the back line, 5th on the season in 8 games. More than 50% of the time that man puts on a Phoenix Rising jersey. He's sticking one into the back of the net.
It's presented by Arizona Federal Credit Union. As you said, goal number 5 for Maddox, assist number 8 for Aiden Quinn. It's just something about playing on this surface, in this environment for Phoenix Rising. They absolutely thrive. 10-0-3. They've now scored 39 of their 60 goals here at home. And now Oakland, how do they respond? Last time they were here, as Jordan Farrell put it, it was 3 gifts we gave Phoenix in terms of goals. And that's how it finished on the night, 3-0. This is a new Oakland Roots side just based on form. Ball fall. Let's run through.
It's a really good ball played in by Aiden Quinn, and it's a quality finish by Darren Maddox. But to your point, it is gifted back to Phoenix. There's a lot of space, easy for anyone to step into it. I will say that the difference is first time that Oakland Roots were stepping in.
Good ball served in, a collision between Farrell and Rawls. It's picked up on the far side. Served in again. Lambert there to clear.
couple things that went on within that game, Josh. Number one, Fall went down injured 16 minutes into the match. That changed everything.
Yep.
They didn't look good, though. They were 3 gifts for sure, but throughout that entire game, Oakland Roots didn't look strong. They're strong coming in. This just has to be better. Way too much space. Look at the high line that they're trying to employ, whether it's Max Ornstill tracking back at the top. You can see some looks left and right. Kai Green, Ember Clemento, they're not sure who's supposed to be marking where. And the problem is you're fighting a battle that nobody, not one single team has been able to eclipse this season. Undefeated, more importantly, 16 wins with scoring first this season.
Quinn cuts this back. Moar in the middle. Maddox on the turn. Blocked down, still in there. Sante keeps it alive. Now Lambert.
In case you're doing math at home, that means this team has only had to come from behind twice to win a game.
4 losses, 5 draws to go along with the 18 wins. It's interesting now how it's kind of going back and forth, where the Rowdies can see what Phoenix is doing and then Phoenix will apply the pressure. But usually if both teams are playing on a Saturday, it would be the Rowdies applying the pressure on Phoenix just based on when they play their game. So it's interesting how that all shakes out this weekend.
For me, one of the most interesting talking points coming out of it, because you and I talk to a lot of coaches, we see a lot of teams and players, and we discuss the format for the season a bunch. There's a chance at the end of all of this, in the regular season, after completion of October 30th, these two teams could be tied on points.
More on that in a moment. Moar to Quinn, and it's blocked down. But here's the caveat.
And if that happens, it comes down to goal differential between each other. And guess what? They played earlier this season. That would side with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Everything would go through Al Lang if that scenario does end up occurring.
So Phoenix Rising fans become big Pittsburgh Riverhounds fans
Real
tomorrow.
Quick. Absolutely. Who doesn't love the Northeast at this time of year? The end line for Quinn is kept in play. Ward got a touch on it. Hernandez. Better here from Oakland Roots. You got to stay calm. Well offside.
Equality Health reminds you that next time you or a loved one needs preventive or routine care, go to your doctor first. If you don't have a doctor, go to equalityhealth.com to find one near you. Played in behind. Lambert for Musa. Moar. Tate Schmidt to the end line, cuts this across. Still Lambert for Phoenix. Asante clips it forward. Schmidt bouncing this in. And somehow King was able to redirect that on frame, and it's saved by Blanchette.
This is a heck of a run, and some of the extra things that you don't necessarily see from Solomon Asante show up on the score sheet is his ability to pull defenders away, and he drifts to the far side. As he does, Darnell King recognizes the space opens up through the middle. Great little step into it by their outside back. And there's just a tiny bit of pressure that does come from the defenders in Oakland Roots to allow a little forward off.
For the run in behind. Now cutting back, King slipped, put in the middle, and the cross, and the shot out of play. This will be a corner kick coming for Oakland Roots. Jose Hernandez curling this in, trying for a flick, and then at the back post. The diving header is out of play. A great opportunity on the doorstep for Oakland Roots.
It's a gift on one end, but reciprocated by Phoenix on the other. The problem is it's unopened. Kai Green on the back post, great opportunity to stick this into the bottom corner. Just like we saw in the last chance on Darnell King, that tiniest bit of pressure to push it away.
Hernandez being hounded there by Kevin Lambert. It's Lambert who wins that battle, and then wins a throw-in. The best play on a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford, Arizona's largest Ford dealership. Rodriguez cutting in field, now playing this into the middle. Falls through for Andre Rawls. Great chance there again for Oakland.
Stay here if you're the Oakland Roots. You don't want to push that high line. You're going to get yourself in trouble there. I do like what they're doing defensively, where they're laying off a little bit, allowing Phoenix to have the ball. You don't have to mind that if you're Jordan Farrell. The problem is when those balls do come up over the top, got to be better in closing the space down, because the marking's there. You know, whether it's the ball coming through that was able to pick out Darnell King, you've got a last-ditch effort from someone like Emra Clementa. On the outside, Takahashi, he's tracking Solomon Asante really well. And then the steps coming out through the middle. Just have to make sure of all fault, Jose Hernandez and Max Ornstein are on the same page. The setup is there. Eventually, at some point in time, Josh, it just comes down to execution.
Hernandez gets this out wide. Ward with the cross. It's off the crossbar. It's down and out. It does not go past the line. Still there for Phoenix. And now a foul and a free kick for Oakland. Wow.
Starts with Vault. This is the disposition I talk about when you come to their midfield. Vault finds Hernandez, and here comes that overlapping run. Akeem Ward doesn't advance as high as Takahashi does, but when he comes strong. Great ball to the inside. What a touch this is back across. Mumba right off the crossbar. Second chance effort, whether it's Mumba, Mafeka, Johnny Rodriguez, those three are gonna get their chances. Saw Kai Green, a bite at the apple on the back post. What a buildup this is. Really unfortunate that Mafeka doesn't touch this away.
I feel like this is in Vol Fall territory. Has scored some great free kicks this year.
This guy might be the most explosive set piece taker in the entire USL Championship. He and Lindo Mafeka set up over it right now.
This will be Vol fall and over the bar. It's right in his wheelhouse, just could not test Andre Rawls. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship in many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. About midway through this first half, Phoenix have the opening tally through Darren Maddox. Assist to Aiden Quinn on another set piece. Rodriguez ahead for Maddox. Over the top, but the offside flag is up.
It's interesting for me in the midfield for Phoenix Rising. We get a bunch of toys behind the scenes to play with, Josh, and in some of our stat trackers, the combination play or lack thereof right now for Aiden Quinn and Arturo Rodriguez. Rodriguez hasn't been on the ball a bunch, but where I'm going with that is he's only played one ball in to Aiden Quinn. Everything has been an isolated ball to the outside or just coming in a negative position. That's something where Phoenix Rising on the inside, if they want to continue to have success and not have to worry about playing from the outside or going that direct up over the top, you got to get those two more involved in the game in general and paired up next to each other.
Rodriguez heads this forward. Fall playing chase. Again, back for Rawls. Moar. Rodriguez and now Schmidt. Sends Moar into the attack. The cross to the back post. King will keep this in. Asante curls it in. Moar cuts it back and wins a corner.
It's a really good sequence from Phoenix Rising, though, and the back line gets lucky here because Emmer Clementa and Kai Green get caught ball watching a little bit. Darren Maddox stepped into the midfield. Aiden Quinn recognized it, just exploded right into the box, had the near post run. Santi Moar gets a bit too much air underneath it, flies by everybody. They're able to get a second chance out of it, bring it all the way back across. That's the build-up Phoenix Rising is looking for, though. The initial effort, the breakdown, just clinical on the back end.
Carvana corner kick headed away. Moar in for Lambert, who puts this across the goal mouth. Falls now for Rodriguez. Still coming. Rodriguez just wide. Good sequence again from Phoenix.
Kev Lambert, take a bow. This is some kind of ball played through. Santi Moar comes through, and then Kev Lambert all the way back across. How does James Musa not get on the end of it? And then individual, Arturo Rodriguez pumps once, checks the brakes the second time, then unleashes the third. Could have gone near post, could have gone far post, just put it on frame. Couple opportunities here, Josh. I'll say the same thing I said just seconds prior. Got to close these chances out. You can't allow a team like Oakland Roots and the way that they're playing right now to hang around.
And we were saying that earlier about Lou City, and it almost came back to bite them. They did pull out that 4-3 win. Lambert plays through the lines. Asante for Rodriguez. It's a handball on Hernandez. Phoenix will go quick. Quick passing from Phoenix. Rodriguez found himself in a tight spot. Ball on the turn. And gives it right away. Asante to his right. Asante! Wrong side of the post. And Maddox was waiting at the back post.
Where's the breakdown in communication here, though, for Oakland Roots as they're trying to play out? Vault, little turn. It's an easy touch here, but you can't play that square back across. This is an extremely dangerous ball they try and get away with. Orange still in Clementa. 10 games without a goal. Almost shut down for Solomon Asante.
And we asked Rick Schatz about Asante this week. He says he may not be scoring the goals, but he says he does still so much more for this club than just put those numbers up on the score sheet. But when it comes down to it, eventually they're gonna have to find that as this cross trickles out of play.
He's gone 10 games with no goals. We just referenced he had 8 through 12. While I don't disagree with Rick Schatz, I don't buy it either. There's a difference. And I mean that in the sense of that's the political answer, right? That's and I agree, he does so much more. We just talked about it at 25th minute mark where Darnell King makes that run through. The run's not allowed to happen if Solomon Asante doesn't drift out to the far side.
Do you think it's the case of defenses are maybe trying to take him away, and that's why he isn't being as successful as he's been?
No, it's just his quality in general.
Okay.
It's a guy, he's not lacking for opportunities. He's not being removed from games. And he's not missing confidence. An unconfident player, Josh, would be shying away from those challenges.
Sure.
They would be dishing the ball off in other directions, not having the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to have a go here. That chance he just had on the near post where Darren Maddox was asking for it on the backside, someone who's lacking for vision, aggression, confidence, they're going to play that ball across 9 times out of 10. Solomon Asante is not. He's got the confidence. It just takes one to get him back on track.
Again, the offside flag is up. Still Asante tied for 8th, and this is something Rick Schatz did mention, tied for 8th in chances created with 50 across the USL Championship. So he's still creating. It's maybe just not that final touch.
Nothing's coming out of it, though.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
He can create all he wants, but he's not adding assists to the team, and he's not adding goals. Eventually, 2 things are going to happen. One, those stats will start to even out because the goals and assists will come. The second part of that is when is that going to happen? Because the other part that's going to catch up with you is your opponent's results. Eventually, if those don't end up in the back of the net, on the other side of the field, some of these chances will.
Here's Moar, and now Asante. Quinn goes down, King hit it off of Quinn, and then Rodriguez put the shot out of play. Quinn actually may have helped being on the floor.
It's 1-0 right now. It could be 3 or 4 for Phoenix, and it could also be 1 or 2 for Oakland Roots. There's a lot of contact on this ball played into the box, though. Leaning in on that left shoulder, maybe selling some of it. If you're Aiden Quinn, he's asking for it. He's got to track back. That's one of the things. He steps into the path here. And how, oh how, with the 2 chances that he's had over the past couple of minutes, has Arturo Rodriguez not hit the 8x8.
It's never too early to get ahead of the 2022 season. Place your deposit and still get in on this season's action with 4 complimentary tickets. Deposits starting at $50 per account. Contact sales at phxrisingfc.com or visit phxrisingfc.com/tickets. There's that long diagonal. Musa does well to keep it. He thought he was fouled. As Phoenix play on. Asante. Musa again. Lambert, Maddox, Clementa steps in to knock it clear. And now Moar going right at Ward, and Ward won that battle.
That's beautiful one-on-one defending for Akeem Ward. Didn't take the bait, stood tall. And the Meg that was 10 minutes in for Santi Moar learned his lesson.
Maddox flicked along. Now Schmidt switches the play. Asante on the turn and saved by Blanchette. Moar keeps it in. Gets to the end line. Be a throw in for Phoenix. Take it quick. And now a corner.
Well, I told you, Solomon Asante is still one of the coolest kids in town when given the chance. Nice little spin. And then the immediate understanding that you've got the goalkeeper, Paul Blanchette, off the line. He looked over his shoulder, and the second that he pivots left, he's got one thing on his mind. I'm going for glory here. Almost gets it too, if not for a great save by the goalkeeper.
Rodriguez puts this in back post, taken by Blanchette. With sights set on home field advantage, El Paso Locomotive welcomes an OKC Energy side looking to remain above the playoff line. It's El Paso and OKC Sunday, October 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Rotates around for Moar. He's bouncing in. Green with the header clear.
Because you have a front three in Rodriguez, Mumba, and Lino Mafaka that are willing to play any of those positions, but also drop to the inside, especially Mumba Mafaka. This has to be better defensively of dropping down in and cutting off this initial pass. Ornstill and Hernandez pretty much paired shoulder to shoulder, so as Volfall steps up, at certain points in time, it's becoming 2 on that front line where Mafeka and Fall are next to each other. But when that initial line bypasses, they got to drop back deeper. You can't allow Lambert, Rodriguez, or Quinn to have this much space to operate within.
Rodriguez and Quinn. It's Rodriguez this time, lofting it to the back post. And Lambert committed the foul. Don't forget, if you can't make it to the game, you can watch Phoenix Rising Soccer live on CW61 Arizona and channel 1006, or stream it live on the ABC 15 app on Roku and other streaming platforms. CW61 Arizona, your home for Phoenix Rising. Farrell is trying to pick out Maddox. Deflected back pass, and it's taken by Rawls. Here's Schmidt putting this in. Green stepped in to clear. Asante tries to keep this moving. Minutes to go until halftime. Another foul by Lambert. Cross bouncing in. Ward on the overlap. Keem Ward cuts to the end line. So there to step in and clear it for Phoenix. Again, Kempton here from Oakland. Rodriguez couldn't get there. Player down here for Oakland away from the play. It's not a good sign. That is Keem Ward. Maybe a thought by Jordan Farrell whether he will be able to continue.
Good news is you've got coverage on the bench. The bad news is you've got a defender who's really good at creating the balance that they need. You would hate to lose anyone, let alone one of your outside backs. And just a couple of minutes to go before halftime, you would have to imagine that regardless of circumstance that they would try and see this out so as not to use one of those substitution windows.
Let's go, boys. Come on, Oakland, let's go.
Quite the journey. Keem Ward coming out of Creighton, drafted 14 overall in 2019 by DC United. Made his debut May 16th of that year. Played 48 minutes for Toronto FC, was loaned to Loudoun United, went to Thompson and Birmingham. Dave Sarakin, North Carolina last year prior to their departure to League One. And the bench overall for DC United 6 times, just never really breaking through. Had some injury troubles, but a bunch of talent for the Virginia native.
Getting a chance out west with Oakland roots. Looks like he is okay to continue on. Here's Hernandez. Maddox applying pressure on Clementa. Final minute before halftime. And turned over, or so Oakland thought. That's a foul, and we'll go back to Phoenix.
Certainly some good work by Lino Mafeka here. Stepping up to James Musa. The Achilles heel has been the pressure on the center backs and the quick little balls through the back line. Nothing crazy, 5-10 yards, 15 tops when need be to get in behind. There's definitely contact though. There'll be something addressed by Rick Shantz in the dressing room, where they play in between James Musa and Tate Schmidt, in between Musa and Joey Farrell. There's a theme here. And that is because of the numbers that they create on the inside. There's a good little step by Jose Hernandez, and when Volfall comes high, the next thing you know, it's not just the lone striker. You've got 3 or 4 options. The problem is getting to that starting point. They're chasing so much. The opportunities to step in to those small windows have been few and far between.
We're now 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Oakland hanging around. Phoenix not necessarily been clinical enough in front of goal. Do have that one goal though that separates the two sides. Schmidt to Quinn.
2 minutes of added time in the first half.
Maddox on the turn through traffic. Now it's Schmidt. To Rodriguez. Nearly turned over. Asante. It's Aiden Quinn. Now Lambert maybe had a thought of looking at goal. It's cleared away. What piques your interest come the second half?
The fact that they haven't been able to get Darren Maddox into the game outside of the goal. That's a good news scenario for Oakland Roots. Bad news for Phoenix Rising. Every time they try and play into him, you see a lot of frustration. He's trying to spin off.
It's Mowar! And it's saved. A strong right hand of Blanchette.
Mowar wants the contact, wants a foul. Not going to happen. He's got advantage, and he's got an opportunity to go at Paul Blanchette here. Great perseverance by the Spaniard. Little tug by Akeem Ward. Anything that he can get away with to stay in this game, he's going to do. Got to find a way to get Darren Maddox into the game. If you're Jordan Farrell, keep your disposition about you. It's 1-0, you're behind, but you've got an entire second 45 minutes and created a lot in the first half. Keep your heads up.
This game still very much in the balance. Phoenix Rising lead through Darren Maddox opener. It's halftime here for Wild Horse Pass. It's Phoenix 1, it's Oakland 0.
Welcome to the Phoenix Rising halftime show with head coach Rick Shantz. I'm Craig Fouey here on CW61. Coach, you got to win last Saturday night in Orange County. It's the first win, regular season win in Orange County since like 2016.
Yeah, it's been a tough place to play, and we had quite a few draws, and we did have a couple of losses in there. But I told our guys after the game that we only win the games that really matter there, because the last time we won, I think it was for a Western Conference championship, and this one is for a division championship. So it's a nice locker room for us to have a little celebration.
You got the win. That secured a first-round home match, I guess, if you will, early November here at Wild Horse Pass. How important is that for you?
Oh, it's massive. Yeah. Obviously, you can see by our record at home throughout this season that playing in front of our fans on our field and in our environment our guys feel very comfortable. So we've proven that we can do well on the road. The guys are excited. They know that if they have the best record in the Western Conference, that we can get at least 3 of the playoff games at home, and that's the big focus.
You didn't allow Orange County a shot on goal in the first half. I mean, we talk about your offense and aggressiveness, but your defense came to play.
Yeah, and that's a really powerful team. Very strong, very fast, very aggressive. And, I thought James Musa was spectacular. That was probably one of his better games of the season. And what I'm starting to see about him is as he becomes a better central defender, he grows in confidence. In the bigger games, he's starting to play even better. And that's a good sign, because I know Joey Farrell will step up in those moments. And having 4 guys that can play back there and play against anybody makes a big difference to our offense.
And you got your 9th clean sheet. Andre Rawls has been spectacular in goal.
Yeah, he made a save early in the second half. It was a double save that I think he might not get as much credit for, but it was a long throw in, which they must have had about 15 of them, and a diving, great one-handed save. And then while he's on the ground, the guy takes a shot, and it manages to hit him, or we say he saved it.
But he's been spectacular for you, and that's the good news. And now you've got that home match here in the first round, and we hope we get to 3. We got more coming up here with head coach Rick Schantz. When we come back, we'll talk more about what lies ahead for Phoenix Rising as they close out the regular season. This is the Phoenix Rising halftime show here on CW61 in Arizona.
At Arizona Federal, our passion is to help out the community where you live and work, because where you bank should make you feel good. Show your support for the home team with the Phoenix Rising Visa debit card. When you open a new account, you can score $100 just for using your card when you shop. How's that for an easy goal? Be a part of our commitment to the community. Arizona Federal Credit Union.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. Copiers and printers. Managed IT and cloud services. Unified communications and telephones. Security systems and cameras. Complete conference room packages. You need to partner with a total office solutions provider that gets it. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty. An answer, uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more like stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solik not the backheel in! What a goal!
Luna is shot into the back goal.
Kuramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Back here at Wild Horse Pass, it's 1-0 to Phoenix Rising at halftime, taking on Oakland Roots. A look around the USL. Oh, that looks really good actually right now. I don't know about you.
Waiter, 2 up here. I'll take a Chicago style. Adult water, bring it to me.
We're supposed to yell at you as well? Is that how that works?
Apparently. Apparently.
Some news and notes. The USL is going to Lexington, Kentucky, a new USL League One club in a couple of seasons.
And how about Ben Pierman and Laurent Cassidou, what they've been able to do at 901 FC, work themselves back into the top 4. A couple of games in hand. They're making a run of things, aren't they?
They sure are. Hanging strong in that Central Division. Of course, the playoff picture coming into focus, especially in this Pacific Division. Now we'll get to the scoreboard in a moment. There's some pretty interesting results going on around the division as we speak.
Phoenix Rising clinching the Pacific Division last week with their win over Orange County. Still in the race for the #1 overall seed in the USL Championship. Then it's everybody else trying to figure out. San Diego Loyal distancing themselves a bit. What is Orange County going to do? We're going to give you a hint in a second. Los Dos sitting at the playoff line. And then there's SAC and Oakland and Tacoma. And of course, Tacoma.
Oh, verbal scoreboard.
Yes, Tacoma.
Tacoma 2, Orange County 1, Sacramento 1, San Diego 0. We'll update you more as this goes on. Halftime from Wild Horse Pass.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty: an answer. Uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Welcome back to the Phoenix Rising halftime show with head coach Rick Schantz. Coach, we look ahead on the schedule. Tonight it's Oakland Roots here at home, and then you have another trip to Orange County, a midweek trip, and then up to Las Vegas, and then home against Sacramento and Tacoma. So you're wrapping up the regular season. What's the strategy behind what you're doing here? Because you got another one of these weeks where it's Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah, obviously this game is massive,
yes.
And the 3 home games are extremely important. You've got to get 9 points out of those 3 games, and if we can get 4 points on the road, that's a win and a draw. I think then that you might be in an argument for the best record in the league, which means that if you get to the final, it would be played here in Phoenix, and that's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to our fans and our ownership as well. So, of course, we want to win every game, right, but we have to be smart, and we have to realize that it's the long game that's extremely important. And now that we know we're in the playoffs, we need to start preparing mentally and physically to be ready for it. So. We'll probably rotate the squad a little bit again on Wednesday for Orange County, and then get the guys into a rhythm to prepare for the playoffs.
I'm going to grab this over here, Coach, because this is a warm-up that you guys are wearing tonight. You wore tonight, Indigenous Peoples Night, and I want to show this just because it's so cool, and people can buy these, and it's really a neat design. And
Absolutely.
Tell me about you guys just jumping into this for warm-ups and what this is.
Well, this means a lot, I know, to the Gila River Indian community, and they were a part of the design, and we've spent a lot of time in our locker room talking about how important the indigenous people are, and the land that we're on, and what it really means. So we were fortunate this year to have some great experiences early in the season, and to have the medicine man come out and bless us, and we have some soil from all the different areas in this community, and what we've done is put it in our trophy case, and we've made a big focus on being a part of this community. And I'm really proud of this jersey because it's something that I think it says not just Phoenix Rising, but it says Gila River Indian Community as well.
Thanks for your time, Coach. We appreciate it. Best of luck the rest of the way tonight. This has been the Phoenix Rising halftime show here on CW61 Arizona. Second half action coming up next.
When we started Carvana, they told us that selling cars 100% online wouldn't work. But we went to work, building an experience that lets you shop over 17,000 cars from home, creating a coast-to-coast network to deliver your car as soon as tomorrow, recruiting an army of customer advocates to make your experience incredible, and putting you in control of the whole thing with powerful technology. That's why we've become the nation's fastest-growing retailer, because our customers love it. See for yourself at Carvana.com.
Does anyone really understand kids? Phoenix Children's does. And as they grow, our pediatricians are with them, and you, every step of the way. Phoenix Children's. Meet our pediatricians.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
At Arizona Federal, our passion is to help out the community where you live and work, because where you bank should make you feel good. Show your support for the home team with the Phoenix Rising Visa debit card. When you open a new account, you can score $100 just for using your card when you shop. How's that for an easy goal? Be a part of our commitment to the community. Arizona Federal Credit Union.
Halftime is presented by Arizona Complete Health. It's Phoenix Rising 1. It's Oakland Roots 0. As we get into our first half highlights presented by Nova Home Loans. We start in the 11th minute, set piece, and Darren Maddox with the goal.
Shocking, a quick start by Phoenix Rising. Where have we heard that story before? Great ball whipped in by Aiden Quinn. Nice little touch by Darren Maddox. But where's the defensive line for Oakland Roots? This has got to be better. Emma Clemente, Kai Green, too experienced to allow that much space to open up. Phoenix Rising out in front.
There would still be a couple of chances for Oakland. Akeem Ward providing the service, and the crossbar doing the dirty work there.
Linda Mafeka right here. It's a quarter of an inch, Josh, not even an eighth of an inch. And this goes over the end line. Instead, bounces back out. Lady Luck in favor of Andre Rawls. There were some real nice stepping stones put forth by Phoenix Rising. Everything coming out of the middle. Aiden Quinn, Arturo Rodriguez, Santi Mauer, everybody trying to find a way to get Solomon Asante back on the score sheet. Good save by Blanchett on the back post.
Nova Home Loans halftime stats. Those 5 shots, none of them officially finding the frame, but the woodwork was hit.
I always love the fact that you hit the post and it's not considered a shot on target.
Completely agree.
100%
agree with you.
It's ridiculous. Oakland Roots shouldn't feel bad about their position right now because they created a lot on their own. This team was never going to come in here, have the brunt of the possession, put more passes together. They have a game plan. They're going to chase, sit down defensively, make sure that when you get your chances, you got to finish it off. This could be a 2-1 game right now for Oakland Roots. It could, but it's not. How much magic do you have in the second 45 minutes, and can you persevere on the road at Phoenix Rising?
And let's hear those first half thoughts from Rick Shantz.
And with kind of a false 9, and I think that Mfeka's coming back and he's dragging our center backs into the midfield. So we've just got to sort that out, and we have to respect them a little bit more in 1v1 situations. You know, I think when we drop into kind of a midfield block and don't worry about them having possession in our half, it's not a big deal. When we press them in their own half, we've been very good. So it's just a matter of understanding there's different moments in the game. For us, it's all about defending tonight. If we take care of our defending, I think another goal will come.
Well, there you hear it from Rick Schantz as we get this second half underway from Wild Horse Pass. With Devin Kerr, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks for joining us tonight. Darren Max's goal so far is the difference. And one sub from Oakland Roots. Matías Fisore has come on for Max Ornstill. Jordan Farrell had a lot of good things to say about Fisore and him kind of almost taking away responsibilities, giving more freedom to his other midfielders.
Outside of Fall, I think he's the best player on the pitch for them. He gives you so many different options with the amount of rotation that this team tries to employ within itself, and maybe not necessarily the best look in the first half. Max Ornstill just struggled to get into the game. He got caught in that gray area defensively, Josh. We're wanting to help out the back line and yet still providing a glimpse moving forward.
Fall got in a good area. The shot was blocked down.
Fisore will give you much more of a steady balance, though. You'll notice that he won't step up as much as you saw to Ornstill or Valfall. He'll be the constant down underneath, but it will allow the other two, Valfall and Jose Hernandez, to explode going forward. What you want to watch is what the shape looks like because of Phoenix Rising overloading on the inside and getting more of the possession of the ball. It's going to be that much more difficult to find Fall and Hernandez. So you got to play from the outside, starts to peel Phoenix Rising out of their comfort zone, find that space, and then quickly strike on the inside.
There is Fisore, the Argentine. His first season in the United States. Has been in Argentina since 2010, playing professionally. He's only scored 3 pro goals. He's known for his role deeper in that midfield. Here's Hernandez. Gets this out wide for Ward. Could not keep that in play, and a goal kick. Asante switching the play. Moar just couldn't get there. The vision was there, though, from Asante. Push in the back with Rodriguez going down. Free kick, Oakland. To the end line, flicked along. Cross bouncing in, Musa puts it up in the air. Phoenix will look to break. Arturo Rodriguez. That's in for a handball. Referee says he got it off the shoulder. Remember, it's the armpit, whatever that means.
The bottom of the armpit.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Here's Quinn. Now Farrell. This Oakland side providing some pretty good pressure on Phoenix Rising, not making it easy to play forward. Back to Blanchette. Look to play out of the back. Some of that Phoenix pressure now. Rodriguez was trying to get free. Referee said he committed the foul. There's Musa. Hit those long balls. This one doesn't come off as Ward steps in. Now Vol keeps this moving. Chance coming for Oakland. That was not the finish they were looking for.
This is where they're going to find the most opportunities, though, Josh. It's those turnovers on the inside. They got to go quick. I would even say quicker than what we just saw. Phoenix Rising is going to give you that space to play through, especially when they go direct over the top. The question is, when you do get the turnover, how quickly can you strike on the other end? They got to find Mafeka, streaking runs on the outside from Rodriguez and Muba. And if Volfall plays that high line, play through him. Do not be afraid to consistently find his feet.
Big collision there in the middle. Lambert. This will be a free kick to Oakland Roots.
He's just trying to make a play on the ball, and as he steps in through here, it's well done, because the step up by Takahashi in this situation, Hernandez, excuse me, when he comes quick, the long legs of Kevin Lambert just can't keep up.
Hernandez provides the service, trying to pick out Volfall. Hernandez again. Phoenix trying to get out in transition where they are most dangerous. Here they go. Schmidt for Moar. Another collision will stop play, and a free kick to Phoenix Rising. Plenty of good action going on around the USL tonight in this Pacific Division. Here's Maddox, and it's saved by Blanchette. Earlier tonight, Charlotte taking down New York 2-1. New Mexico RGV level at 1-1 as well, as that one finished all tied. Lou City, of course, that dramatic 4-3 win over SKC2. Cameron Lancaster, the winner. El Paso, a notable score in this Western Conference, although Phoenix has the advantage over them for that top spot. That's an interesting one. Tacoma 2, Orange County 1. Talked about Cheney Stadium.
Fighting Wade Webbers.
El Profe and Sac Republic over San Diego Loyal 1-0.
It changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Just a little bit.
Here's Takahashi. Quinn, long over the top, Asante. And into the middle, Maddox stopped his run. Just miscommunication between those two.
I think there's 4-point separation virtually between 3rd and 7th right now. All of a sudden, in terms of that gap, the Pacific has turned into the Mountain.
Yeah.
I about lost it when I looked at you and said, of course, New Mexico and RGV are drawn. It's just, no one in that division's willing to take that spot and run away with it.
They are
It's
not.
Incredible.
I do give San Antonio credit. It was a slow start to their season, injuries and whatnot. They have really turned it on. He's played ahead for King, and Blanchette will step in.
Well, they didn't start slow. They started quick. The problem was after about 5 games.
And then there was the dip.
Yeah, then there was the dip.
That's fair, that's fair.
You got 7 MLS draft picks on your roster, 3 in the first round. That's not too bad. Gives you something to work with in theory.
They've opened up a 5-point gap over New Mexico between 3rd and 4th. Austin Bolden there, 39 points too.
You hate the fact that you could double the Monarchs' point total and they still wouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
We also could be looking at Phoenix, New Mexico, first round.
Give it to me.
That game never disappoints.
I'm trying to think in terms of matchups. Obviously cross-divisional. El Paso, who I'd like to see them play the most? Selfishly, I'd like to see Orange County. I think that would be a great matchup. Orange County, El Paso, absolutely. Given the math, we would assume it's probably going to be Los Dos, Sac, Oakland, or Tacoma.
Tacoma's got some work to do.
Well, they control their own destiny. In reference to Oakland and Sacramento. They still got to chase down Los Dos.
Yes, and they would be, with the 3 points tonight, 2 points behind, level on 27 games played. Comes Oakland again. Cross fizzled through. Nobody could react quick enough. Moar is taken away by Clementa. Sante volleys this out wide. It's Santi Moar. Quinn up ahead. There is Aiden Quinn. Early ball across. It's blocked out for a corner.
This game is begging for Phoenix Rising or Oakland Roots to just drop their hammer here. Go much quicker in transition. Guys are starting to slow things down. I wouldn't. I'm going for as much pressure as possible right now, regardless of which jersey I've had the opportunity to put on tonight. Go direct, and you'll find results.
Rodriguez, Blanchette just bats it away. It was up in the air for a long time. Darnell King. It'll be another corner. Another in-swinger. Blanchette does the same. Just bats this away. Here's Moar. We get into the Sonic happy hour. Comes all the way through. Still in there for Phoenix. Rodriguez. Lambert. Referee waves it away. And now here comes Oakland in transition. Rodriguez leads the break.
Oh, he had so much space on the back post. Got to make quicker decisions.
Rising player scores during the 60th minute. One lucky fan won a $500 Sonic gift card. For more info, visit phxrisingfc.com/Sonic. Played in behind, and the flag is up for offside. Past the hour mark, Phoenix still holding the 1-0 advantage. They have not dropped a point this year when they have scored first. 2 Phoenix players go down. Referee waves them both away. Oakland continues on. Now Lambert's whistled for a foul.
First tackle, I don't necessarily think there was an argument for a foul on. The second one coming back through the middle is where I tend to lean with yes, no foul there. That seems to be studs up the entire way. Dangerous tackle. Darren Maddox getting involved too.
It's Rodriguez, rolls sprawling out, and it's saved off the line. What a defensive effort from Phoenix.
The argument here is just back behind the play. Everybody's still getting set, and he let them play quick. So catch them off guard, little touch, and you go up over the top. Johnny Rodriguez, first touch. Rawls coming back around. Flag went up on the ball back through. Nobody ready. James Musa, lucky that he gets a touch on this thing. If not, Rodriguez puts this home.
James Musa has played every minute this year for Phoenix Rising. He's been such a big part of that back line at left center back. Make some moves, Takahashi. Now the flag up for offside.
Darnell King's laboring right now. Keep an eye on that for Phoenix Rising. He's got a limp in his step.
A couple of substitutions now coming for Oakland Roots. Memo Diaz, Travian Souza will be entering here. Johnny Rodriguez, who nearly scored that equalizer moments ago, will be one to check out. And the other being Akeem Ward.
It's an easy like for Memo Diaz coming on for Akeem Ward. We already talked about that. Let's see what they do with Souza. Who they rotate where. Johnny Rodriguez coming off of that right flank. Travian Souza, an interesting story at such a young age. Just 20 years of age, turned 20 back on September 19th. A guy who actually came up through the Sacramento Republic Youth Academy. Got an opportunity to go across seas. Hosfeld, Hamburger SV, or Hamburg, as most people know it, which is now in the second division with their U19s and their second team.
Moore with the service. Asante! Usually not winning those aerial balls. And puts it just wide.
Go figure at 5'2". Of course, he's getting a header off on the back post, right? Do love the fact with Santi Moar, so good with both of his feet as a defender. It's almost impossible to get a read on him, which direction he's going to go.
Get out wide, Diaz. Trying to roll this in. Moar tracking back defensively. Takahashi serves this in. Still in there. Now Rawls scoops it up. Well, final from Tacoma. Tacoma Defiance 4, Orange County 1.
Oh my. Apologies necessary. That's incredible.
If I'm reading this correctly, Sam Adeniran with a hat trick.
Math checks out on my end too.
Yeah, there you go. Rodriguez goes down. Drawing behind the play. That confirmed final score. Tacoma 4, OC 1. So a big chance for San Diego Loyal now to stretch that advantage in second spot. They now have a 2-1 lead over Sac Republic. Douglas Martinez scoring the go-ahead goal. Diaz. Back post and taken by Rawls. Arizona Complete Health is the exclusive health plan partner of Phoenix Rising Football Club, providing each member the tools they need to successfully manage their own health. No matter your age or stage in life, Arizona Complete Health has you covered. Rodriguez. Luera ready to check in just a moment. Head for Quinn. And for Maddox, who lets it run through! Such intelligent play by Phoenix's number 9.
You have to ask, what's better? The combination between all three, the ball coming back through by Aiden Quinn or the spin by Maddox. Doesn't matter if it doesn't end up in the back of the net. Some kind of build by Phoenix Rising. Made all the difficult stuff look so simplistic in nature. Just couldn't finish it off.
So it's Luera checking on for Arturo Rodriguez. Had a couple of great opportunities to find the back of the net in the first half. This did not come to be tonight for number 12. Orlando Loney checking on. You look at the amount of shots for Phoenix tonight, 17-7. They're on track for close to the all-time record in the USL Championship, 640 by New York Red Bulls 2 in 2016. And they should surpass their club record of 571, which they got in 2019.
That's a really smart foul from Kevin Lambert in the middle of the field. Allows his team to regain their shape. Our referee did say, right at him, that's it. Pointed to a couple of the infractions, said no more. Can't blame him there.
Oh my. Here's Luera. Good recovery in the midfield there. Phoenix will keep it. Moar. Maddox serves this in. Quinn lays this up. Moar! Just wide. More good build up from Phoenix.
Aiden Quinn's having himself a night. His little touches, the spin-offs. The little possessions when he slides it through. Saw the one to Darren Maddox about 90 seconds prior. How good is this kid's left foot? What a touchback to Santi Moar.
Already 1 assist tonight for Aiden Quinn. Schmidt charging forward. Moar cutting in field. Moar nearly beats Blanchette. I think he was surprised. He came back to that near post.
We expected this to continue back the other direction. Santi Moar, he sets him up for this one. Last couple of strikes that he's had, not just within this game, but previous matches, he's gone to the far post. Blanchette did his homework though. This is the last-minute reactionary save by the goalkeeper to get low.
And it's Jeremy Bokila coming on for Lindo Mafeka. Well-traveled Jeremy Bokila. It's a Carvana corner kick. Farrell was right at Blanchette. A good reaction save. Fans, be sure to get to Arizona Federal Credit Union to get your Phoenix Rising debit card. It's a great way to support the team. Spread the word and you can score $100 when you get one. I've got to say, it's the coolest looking debit card I've seen. Visit ArizonaFederal.org/Phoenix Rising for more information. And now it's Luera. Moar cuts it back. Luera with his back to goal. Now looks forward, looking for options here. Squares it for Maddox, who rolls it into King! Saved! Still there, it's Asante. Flips it up. Moar on the volley and out of play. The build-up from Phoenix is fantastic. The finishing still missing.
It's everything, though. It's picture perfect. This isn't training ground. This is stuff that dreams are made of. With how well Phoenix Rising is playing inside the top of the 18, there's almost no space to work with, and yet still, given so many different players on the field, really good looks at goal. You got to give a lot of credit to the goalkeeper in Blanchette. He's being attacked from all angles right now.
Made some big saves tonight, just in these past few minutes. Again, it's Aiden Quinn. Switch the play for Asante, and it's out of play. Just 2 shots in this second half for Oakland Roots. Quinn serves it in. Lambert. That is a handball. When you're looking for options and hope, when you want world-class medical care and support from experts who can give you the answers you need, you know where to go. Mayo Clinic. Find out more at mayoclinic.org/Arizona. Oakland needing something going forward here in these final 15 minutes. Chasing that equalizer, trying to get some sort of result out of this one tonight. A big talking point with Oakland, and we talk about the last 14 games, 8-3-3. As they look into the attack here. Diaz serves it in. Bokila's header is saved. That's better from Oakland.
Yeah, it's much better movement here. Now you get a target man. Lena Mafeka, 5'5", Jeremy Bokila, 6'3". You do the math. I'll leave it up to you on that one. Josh Eastern can help out as well, but you get a presence where you stretch the game a little bit. As you spin back to the inside, you can go the aerial route. It doesn't have to be on the deck. Mafeka put in a great shift, but you need some fresh legs and a different look. You get that out of Bokila.
There's King flying in, but they'll bring it back for the initial foul. Bokila was just charging through there. Muera is pulling him back.
If he doesn't lead with his entire shoulder here, if he steps into that heavy challenge, I don't necessarily think the referee's going to blow the whistle. The problem is it's almost like an extended arm because he comes so aggressive into this tackle. Well work back for Soare, and then watch the trail right here, right there. You just see him lean into it on the end. It's more Loera on the challenge as opposed to Darnell King.
Tarek Morad, who now comes on, Ariel Mumba. It's the final sub of the night for Oakland Roots. It's Hernandez curling in, bouncing, still not cleared. The header is right at Rawls. So look to go quick. Muera. Hayden Quinn. Long throw, and Quinn trying to flick that along, and appeal for handball. Referee waves it away. Hernandez. And now here comes Oakland. Takahashi on the overlap. Fall. A heavy touch, and Maddox was there to pounce. Asante still kept alive in the middle. Now Luera. Options both sides. He'll find Maddox. Maddox drives, and it's blocked.
Got to be real careful here with the little switch on the backside. It's very customary from Oakland Roots to change systems multiple times throughout the match. Haven't seen a departure from their traditional 4-2-3-1 for the most part, outside of the rotation up top, but dropping back into a 3. A lot of space in behind the 3 center backs.
Served out to the right side, plenty of space. Diaz. There's Diaz again. Looking for some support. Battle going on in the middle. Okila and Farrell. Phoenix win it back on the far side. Asante was trying to catch Blanchette off his line, and he just wasn't on target.
Funny how that works out. gotta go hand in hand, apparently. I actually feel like the way that Phoenix Rising is defending, this change benefits them.
Takahashi on that right foot and saved by Rawls. He got save of the week last week, and that's another big one to deny Takahashi.
This is the stretch that you get, though, with Soya Takahashi that we've been waiting for all night long. The problem is he's been tracking Darnell King and Solomon Asante. This quick little inversion, head up, trying to go for glory in that far corner, and it's there. Smartly done here by Joey Farrell. Arms by the side, leans over a little bit. If that elbow comes out, that's a pen.
Corner, no danger to Phoenix. Here's Lambert. That was the wrong pass. Now Oakland. Wide for Vol Fall, who was offside. I think he wanted the ball to go to the other side.
A bit low on the energy level right now for Phoenix Rising, allowing Oakland Roots to just hang around. They've had some good opportunities, can't close out.
Moar. Maddox was in an offside position. You surprised at only one sub so far from Rick Schantz?
Very much so, given the amount of back and forth that the second half has been. I actually thought there might have been more of it, to be honest, referencing the energy level. You can hear the sideline, though. Danny Stone, Juan Guerrero saying, come on, boys, come on. It's like 10 minutes to go here. The problem you run into is they're playing really well in certain areas. Like, you don't want to affect the chemistry of Lambert, Quinn, and Loera. Kev Lambert right now is really, he's tired. He's put in a heck of a shift, and he's lacking for that oomph to get him down the stretch. The problem is who do you replace him with? Because if you look down your bench right now, it's not Madrid, it's not Calistri, Baquero, Sadie, Luima. None of them fit into that. You can drop Aiden Quinn deeper. Problem is the rest of that, you need the response on the inside.
See those same tired legs for Vol Fall. As we talk about Phoenix subs, there are two that are about to be made. Baquero and Calistri. Shot from distance is out of play. Darren Maddox will be replaced, and his goal is the difference thus far. Go back and look at that goal. Quinn with the assist.
Not always going to be the prettiest one, but he doesn't care. 6 yards out, poacher's goal of sorts. Tuck it home. He'll take it. 5 goals in 8 appearances. Most importantly, it's the one that puts his team out in the lead tonight.
So Asante and Maddox will be checking out. Joey Calistri, John Baquero coming on. Both of them in their 21st appearances. Out wide for Takahashi again. Fall. Two very tall players in that midfield tonight with Lambert and Fall. That's a handball. Referee will pull this back. Shots talked about taking care of the home games, being crucial down the stretch of this season. To defend out here for 4 more minutes plus stoppage time. Moar pulled down. Hernandez earns a yellow card.
It's about time. They had to step up in here. If you're the referee, emotions starting to run a little bit, and one thing you got to keep an eye on for the Oakland Roots is emotionally, they're very smart. They know how to rattle teams. It happened last time out in that rivalry game against Sacramento Republic. There's no need for it. Just a massive tug behind the scenes for Jose Hernandez on Santi Moar. Well done by Moar, keeping his cool though. If you're Hernandez, level-headed. Just a couple of minutes to go. This team has not had as many opportunities as they would like throughout the portion of the second half, especially with the addition of Bokila.
Bokila could not keep it in play. These 3 points, Phoenix would apply the pressure on Tampa Bay. They play tomorrow against Pittsburgh. Taken away in the middle, Luera. Lambert. Bokila picks this off at the back, tries to chip the goalkeeper, and out of play. We did all the hard work, and then he let it go to waste.
This is unfortunate because Jeremy Bokila had way more time than he thought here. Understand that he went for the spectacular because Rawls was way off of his line. Didn't have to make the decision this fast. Joey Farrell gets his pocket picked. Got to be smoother than that, especially at this end of the game. Look at all the space he has. He can win the foot race against Joey Farrell and go one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Instead, lets a great opportunity escape him.
And to be fair, smart on Joey Farrell's part not to pull him down. Final minute of regular time. Again for Takahashi, he's been in this attacking position much of this second half. Curls it in, back post, and headed away. King leads the break. Now Baquero into open space for Santi Moar. Baquero asking for it. Quinn is there as well. Quinn is cut off, and Blanchette clears. Game starting to open up. Rawls, no man's land, and it's cleared away by King. Stoppage time will be 3 minutes, and it is presented by Sprouts. Mowar is down, needing some assistance here. It's a cooler night in the valley, 72 degrees.
Oh boy.
Sounds beautiful, honestly.
Oh, fire, some s'mores. Choice beverage.
Sounds pretty good.
Rick Sean's glass of red wine, I'm sure. Although post-game beverages, you never know with him.
Really?
Just depends, yeah. It's temperamental, so am I. I respect that in him.
Looks like 2 more subs coming. It's Manuel Madrid and Prince Sadie.
Hey guys, just step back over here, please. Win the game. Win the game.
Come on in just a moment. Cross comes in, the header is saved! Andre Rawls comes up with a massive save! A point-blank header. Oakland having to move with a sense of urgency now. King, got that just in time. Luera to the end line, cuts it across. The deflection by Blanchette, able to put it out for a corner, and Phoenix will take more time off. And the 2 subs will come on. It's Manuel Madrid and Prince Sadie.
Given the time on the clock, here come the human victory cigars and Prince Sadie for Santi Mowar. Santi Mowar, heck of a shift tonight put on. A bit unfortunate that he wasn't able to find the back of the net, and Darnell King, keep an eye on him because he has had to persevere through some serious challenges that were thrown at him tonight. Some knocks, bruises, Takahashi, Souza, Bokila, Hernandez, all of them challenging the outside back, answered every single time.
Interesting with Phoenix going to Orange County on Wednesday, how many rotations there will be in this squad. As for Oakland, they have a week off. They haven't had many of those. They will host Orange County next Saturday. As we look at our Sprouts stat of the game, 17-0-0 in scoring first, having to defend one more threat. This bouncing out of play should pretty much take us to the end. Still waiting on that whistle, well past the minimum of 3. Hear from one of our field mics, 30 seconds remain. So Phoenix will go forward. Prince Sadie was offside. Yellow card there from Prince Sadie. Time wasting.
A caution has been issued by the referee of Phoenix Rising.
This would put Oakland Roots 1 point behind Los Dos with one more game played. Can't be much longer now. There is the whistle. Another home match for Phoenix Rising and another win. Still unbeaten at Wild Horse Pass. Tonight, 1-0 winners over Oakland Roots.
Tack onto that. Tonight, the entire USL Championship still runs through Phoenix Rising and Wild Horse Pass. The goal set out tonight was to maintain pace on the #1 seed. They've done that. Unblemished at home, unbeaten. Heck of an effort put forth by Jordan Farrell and his Oakland Roots. Gonna come up just short because of that man and his goal in the 11th minute from Aiden Quinn to Darren Maddox.
And one is enough tonight for Phoenix Rising. South End in full voice. Let's take a look at tonight's save of the game, brought to you by Arizona Complete Health. And it was right near the end, point-blank header, and a point-blank save.
We had a different one queued up, didn't we, Josh? It was that strike on the far post, but instead, this one right on the doorstep seals it. Volfall, so many times before, no matter the jersey, Rochester, St. Louis has been able to get his teams at the death, back in or out in front. Nobody told Andre Rawls.
That save of the game presented by Arizona Complete Health. Victorious night here at Wild Horse Pass again for Phoenix Rising. We'll come back and wrap things up. Darren Maddox's goal is the difference. Now 11 wins on their home turf. That's the best in the USL. Phoenix 1, Oakland 0. We'll wrap things up right after this.
They say life's a journey. You can't always control where you go, but you can pick who you take with you. So instead of just a health insurance plan, why not choose a healthcare partner? Arizona Complete Health has marketplace Medicaid and Medicare options to protect your health at every stage of life. And maybe even a few important additions, too. Because life is unpredictable and surprising. It's good to know you'll be covered, wherever it takes you.
Equality Health is giving doctors more time to be doctors, so they can give you the care you deserve. Ask if your doctor is part of the Equality Health Network today. Equality Health. Caring is back.
A victorious night for Phoenix Rising. 1-0 winners over Oakland Roots. Darren Maddox's goal, the difference, and now the players get to interact with the fans here post-game. It's time to look at our full-time highlights, and they are sponsored by Nova Home Loans. We start in the 11th minute, and this was the difference in the game.
What's that old saying, Josh? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Absolutely not. Get rid of that noise. It's how you start.
All right.
Darren Maddox, 5th goal in a Phoenix Rising uniform. His acquisition has to be one of the most impactful in the entire USL Championship, especially the way that he's come on for Phoenix Rising with the departure of Rufat Dadashov. There were a couple of chances, though, for Oakland Roots. Johnny Rodriguez, his little cutback inside. Let the thing go, man. Hit this earlier. Good job by James Musa to get back across. Phoenix Rising had a couple chances to go 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Paul Blanchette, Andre Rawls, two great goalkeepers at the top of their craft tonight. Outside of the goal let in the 11th minute, Blanchette was fantastic. Takahashi thought this was the game tire.
A great save there from Andre Rawls. able to push that aside. Farrell was standing there in front. And then in stoppage time, it was our save of the game just moments ago. Another point-blank save.
It's even better, though, because it's 5 yards away. I mean, 5 yards away on the redirect. There's good momentum behind it. Give credit to Volfall to create separation and to pick out that far post. Andre Rawls, not only does he get a hand on it, as Peter Ramage would say, catch it. And he caught it.
Full-time stats, Nova home loans, 24 shots for Phoenix. Oakland had 14, just could not find the finish.
This is more vintage Phoenix Rising. Good build. I loved the play that we saw coming out of Aiden Quinn. He and Santi Moar had some fun. David Loera, as the game went on, he got more involved in the match. Kev Lambert was all over the pitch. Would love to see what his odometer reads. And of course, you've got Darren Maddox up top. Still looking for the best out of Solomon Asante. You don't get it, but you get 3 points, and you still got the #1 seed.
Both these teams in action next against OC. Phoenix will travel there on Wednesday, and Oakland will host them on Saturday. That'll do it from Wild Horse Pass. For our entire crew and broadcast partner Devin Kerr, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. It finishes Phoenix 1, Oakland 0. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.